Good evening. If you see the title or my description, I'm under the weather again. My guess as to why, I'm going to assume it's due to weather going from really warm slash hot here to cold and rainy in like overnight, literally. And my body could handle it. So I have like a somewhat stuffy nose and my throat's a little, it's annoying as hell. So I don't know whether or not I'll be talking a lot. I'll probably do anyway, but I'm going to try to do it a lot less. I can't guarantee that I'm going to shut the heck up. I'm sorry. So this is what I have so far. This has nothing to do with my past works in progress. I did this, I think I started this 2 nights ago because I already bought this. And yeah, it's the thing from Target where they have stuff. Oh, hey, how you been? I just got on now. How are you? And thank you. This is just some wooden thing I got from Target for like, I think it's $3 to $5, one of those two. I ripped off the tag for one, so I have no proof of the price. Oh no, why are you dead? I feel dead too, to be honest. I was just mentioning that I am under the weather. I have a cold, and I was just mentioning I might not be able to talk as much, but I tend to not follow my own rules, so here we are. How you been? Besides feeling dead. I was looking for these freaking markers. I wanted to try them, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work. I don't know if it'll work on here either. Oh, yeah, we had rain. They made such a big deal about that here, about the rain and some storms. And I think it's affecting more of Southern California than where I'm at, but it still came really cold kind of fast. Um, but the flooding was like more Southern California and some parts of the Bay Area, but not where I was at, thankfully. I mean, not thankfully, that's not good. But now it's getting warm again, so my colds have been kind of unstable from the weather. Yeah, yeah. They had some flooding. I think some cars got stuck. I don't know, but I didn't have anything here. Plus, I live on a hill, so all the water's just whatever lots of water we get is just starts sloshing on down somewhere down the hill. I feel bad for that, but it is what it is. Um, Ew. Why is there a hair here from my head? I'm supposed to be getting stuff and I'm not doing it. Yeah. Yeah, so it stopped with the raining here where I'm at. I don't know about other places in this state, but um yeah, that's what happened. Maybe I should add orange. I don't know. Yeah, I could only imagine. But yeah, the weather here is a little stupid. Like it was cold just a few days ago, and then this morning and afternoon, it was starting to get warm again. I'm like, ugh. And then I also had some people next door banging on bowling. Oh my gosh, boy! What? Okay, get out of here. I already warned you. Hey, I'm talking to you. I'm not you over there, but my hey, little chicken nugget. That's your only warning. I already told you. Come on, get up.
That was.
Up now. I heard you. Go.
I don't take the phone.
Go over there now. I already warned you.
I'll get banned.
You think you're so cute and funny doing that?
You'll be banned.
Go. Take the phone with you. Go over. Get it. You don't want it? I'll take it.
Maybe I'll put it under the blanket.
Okay, fine. Just go over there. I already told you. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, you guys. I gave him a warning. I told him specifically, don't fart on my live stream. And he did it anyway. And it was a long one, too. So I'm like, you blew it. Get on over. Literally. We had a deal. Okay, I see. Yeah, I hope. I heard there were some casualties on your end too. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. I think you also was the one that told me, and I'm sorry it was disrupted by flatulence. I'm so sorry. It's a nervous, embarrassed laughter. It's not humorous laughter. I want to make some distinction between, you know, actual normal laughter and, oh gosh, I, what else can how can I react? I'm gonna laugh. I'm sorry. You know, there's no wonder I'm socially awkward. So yeah, I gave him a warning. Oh yeah, yeah. I think I heard of that. I think some of my relatives may do that still. Technically we kind of do it, but it's well, we're more on Halloween, so and it's oh no no wait, this year's Halloween I think it's on a weekend, Friday, so it's more likely we can chill out a bit and have a more proper way of celebrating that too. So, but I don't think we're as serious as in the Philippines. Why are you here? I told you. Go over there.
Escape through the area. He's
No.
right over here.
Get over. I already told you. That's tiny punishment. Go over there. Go over there. Other room now. I already told you. I told you so many times. Get over there. I already. We had a deal and he broke it already. It's not cute. Tiny punishment over there in the other room. Go over there. I warned you already. Go over there. And I told my kid about the Momo. I already told you. Why are you acting like it's a discovery? I told you literally right before we went on. Don't fart. You did like a 5-second fart. And like, oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. My kid likes to break rules apparently. Thankfully not serious levels, but it'll start somewhere and I gotta put my foot down. Yeah, we had a deal. No farting in my live stream. And he broke it. Yeah. I told him about the Momo. And it's funny because I made my own version of it. I mean, it's basically the boogeyman, more or less, right? And it can come into any shape or form. And then I had my mom help me. I was like, hey, ask Lola if the Momo's real. She's like, yes, it is. Yeah. And I was like, hey, if Lola knows it, and she's older than me and older than your mom, then it's real. It's a fact. Momos are real. And so and he keeps insisting, it's not real. It's not real. It's not real. And I'm like, it's real. Oh yeah, yeah, that face. Yeah. I saw it just in front of me, literally, just like what? His little face. Oh my god. Hey man, we gotta stick to basics. Some kids need some fear in their lives, and what better way to do it than have a Momo? I swear, like you don't have any fear in your life. No one tells you no. You gotta put something down, and you be surprised how many things can work in your favor and say, "Oh, the Momo did that." See, every time you act bad, the Momo will come closer and closer and try to touch you. That's what I said, and then yeah, it's a lot of things work in my favor. It's pretty funny in terms of the Momo lore. You know what? I should actually draw a Momo. That would be kind of cool. But how would it look like? Do you have any idea what a Momo will look like to draw one? It's still like October, so I might as well draw one. I've been meaning to draw like Filipino like folklore monsters and creepy things, but everyone does aswang or the what's that other? I forgot the one where the body detaches and it eats babies. Those two I hear are the most dominant ones. Yeah, yes, that one. Yes. Oh, yeah. I don't. That might be too much for him. Let's start simple with the Momo. I think the that one just now you mentioned. I think that might be a bit too excessive. Maybe teenager, teenager. And if he's still more impressionable, I'll think about it. Yeah, yeah. Let's start small with the Momo. Oh my god. Because I think I don't remember being brought up about Momo. We heard Boogeyman, but I think what stood out was my oldest brother was had a coworker, and the coworker was kind of rushing to go home, and my brother was like, "Where are you going? Why are you in such a hurry?" I think he's like a 50-something-year-old man going, "Oh, I need to get home quick. The Momo will catch me." This is a grown man scared of the. I don't know if he's saying it as a joke or but it just sounds funny coming from a grown adult saying, "Oh, the Momo will get me if I don't leave work on time." That's what my brother told me. The Momo will get me if I don't go home before dark or some other. Yeah, yeah. We're like, what the heck? Like, I understand you're like, fifth, sixth grade, and you're going home late, and your parents told you, oh, you better come back before dark. The Momo will get you. But I heard this person was 50 something years old. Yeah, yeah. Hey, man, whatever gets you home on time, let's use Momo as a reason. Oh my gosh, it's too funny. Yeah, I don't hear people talk too much about the Momo, so I'm like, it's Momo month. Oh my god. Yeah, exactly. Yes, go home time. Go home and study, or I eat you. And then I told my kids, sometimes you're too much for the Momo, and they'll take the rest of your meat to the hot dog facility, and they'll put your meat and organs into the hot dogs. And it's funny because I heard recently that there's human DNA in hot dogs. So hey, I'm not totally wrong. The Momo works with the hot dog facility to put the meat in the in the hot dog. Oh my gosh. So I made my own version of a modern day Momo, I suppose. Gotta upgrade the Momo. We're gonna be saying Momo all evening. Might as well. Upgrade Momo. It sounds like a Pokemon. I heard a while ago I don't know if a Filipino artist came up with some kind of like Filipino version of Pokemon. I don't remember the names though, but I think one of them they mentioned was like a broom Pokemon, and maybe Chanella's Pokemon or something like that. Yeah, yeah. And then like, why not? How come no one throws in the Momo? Why not? Might as well. Yeah, yeah. Like they always bring up the Aswang and the other one you mentioned. I can't pronounce it to save my life. Plus, I still have cold. I don't sound like I have a cold, but my throat's kind of eh. I do have a cough drop in my mouth, so I'm not as sore in my mouth. But yeah, um, what is it? Yeah, I was reading some of these folklores, but I looked specifically for the ones in Bicol because that's where my family's from. And oh, they had some interesting ones too. I can't remember right now. I have to do a refresher, but I've been meaning to want to draw some. I'm just a little intimidated because I didn't grow up around Filipino mythology. I mean, I would love to, but no one told me. Chanak goes so far. Oh, okay. That's actually a good. I think that's a useful one too. Thankfully, my kid does not run off astray like when you're walking like on a small hike. He doesn't go far. He actually just clings onto us tight. But yeah, that's actually I think that the ones that, you know, make them behave more, I think those are more useful. Doesn't look like I'm doing much. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, even the babies are evil. Oh my gosh. But good to know. Good to know. I didn't even read that one. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, ways to scare your kids. Make them good. Oh, okay, okay. So we do have vampire. Oh yeah, yeah, we do have vampires. Yes, that's true. Okay, okay, that makes sense now. I almost forgot, but yeah, that's pretty true. What else can I? Should I put green? I don't know what to put on here. My reference is on my phone. I can't look at it right now. But yeah, that's interesting. I need to look those up. Yeah, yeah. Like, can it be at least cooked blood, like Dino Guan? At least that one tastes good. Like, what can they have like apple juice or I don't know, San Miguel beer? Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's not. It's like there's other beverages, you know. You don't have to have blood. It doesn't even taste that good. Yeah, or even it's hot over there, even at night. So have some halo halo or something, you know, or the cantaloupe juice. I like cantaloupe juice. Have that instead of the blood. Blood doesn't even taste that good. At least cantaloupe, iced cantaloupe juice. Woo, I miss that. Like, why do we have to suffer? Just have a nice drink and you'll have a better mood. Like, don't get the milk tea boba stuff. You have to wait in line. Just have the cantaloupe juice. I haven't had that in a long time. I need to make some. Ugh, I got thirsty a bit. Not for blood, obviously. Yeah, I'm just trying to put bits and colors here and there so it doesn't look as good as I thought it'd be, but yeah, that's good talking a bit about Filipino monsters of mythology and folklore and stuff. We don't hear about that much here, you know. That's so unfortunate. Only recently we only had the two that we just meant, the main ones that I just mentioned, or we both mentioned. The rest, like, there's a whole bunch of them. I was like, oh, how come we didn't learn about that? We didn't even know about the Bakunawa. Like, we had our own dragon. We didn't know. I didn't know that. I didn't know that till like my late 30s. Like, what the heck? How come or I remember reading somewhere where I think some Filipinos wanted some, I think, Western or white people to come up with mythology creatures based from the Philippines. Like, huh? What? That doesn't like we have our own. Go look it up. Why are you so lazy? Oh, really? Okay. Hey, that's pretty cool. Does it have like a specific form or like some kind of backstory, or it depends from province to province? I'm not sure. All I remember is like it's some equivalent of a boogeyman. That's what it said online, but hey, internet tends to be wrong half the time. It's nice to hear from people actually from the Philippines to confirm. Okay, okay. Good to know. So in some cases, Momo can be also a name, like a person's name or nickname, and then also I think it's Indian for dumplings. So it's kind of like, oh, the Momo will get you, and it's like a pile of dumplings. I was like, I don't know whether to be scared or hungry, but okay. Okay, I see. Is it the one with the Filipino American War? Which war is that? Or Spanish American War? One of those, but okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. I think I also recently found out Momo can also mean a kind of Indian dumpling. I was like, what? All right, that's why language is kind of funny. I may not know another fluent language, but when you learn about other words and what it means in one language versus another, it's pretty funny and interesting. Not bad funny, just like, oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, dumpling monster. Yeah, I don't know whether to be hungry or terrified, unless it gives me worms or makes me go to the bathroom. Then I'd be afraid. But then, yeah, it was interesting learning about random things like that. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to be talking, but I ended up talking anyway. But hey, I don't mind. I originally did not have anything to talk about, so I was like talking about monsters and Halloween and stuff. Why not? Oh my gosh, man. If it smells like rotten pork, I'd be a little scared because I have tummy issues. But if it smelled delicious and then I start eating it and then it bit off my face, then maybe I would be not very happy about my predicament. Eaten by a dumpling. Like, how am I going to explain that to my family? Like, why am I missing? Where's your mama? Oh, she got eaten by a dumpling monster. I was like, what? That's you liar. She's just being lazy. But she's over there getting eaten by the dumpling monster. See for yourself. Like, oh, jeez. Then they'll just say AI. That's not real. Fake news. Like, oh my gosh. Like, oh, okay. So her death was questionable. Good to know. It's fun to poke fun sometimes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like hearing about Filipino things because I didn't grow up with that stuff. And it's so annoying to learn about it so late in life. But hey, better late than never, I suppose. Like I wasn't really encouraged growing up, and it was weird because my family was really hell bent on having Filipino things, and yet I didn't learn about Filipino mythology that much. And I went to Filipino related classes. They didn't tell me about that. Fun fact. They told me about like the really dry history more or less, and um, I don't know. I guess the unfairness, the mistreatment of Filipino Americans in Filipino American history, but they didn't tell us about interesting things like mythologies and belief systems we had prior to colonization. So I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I wish I learned these growing up, and no, I didn't. Hopefully, I can teach my son some of this stuff so he's not like in the dark like I was. Yeah, yeah, it'd be great, you know? And then it's not just me. A lot of other Filipino Americans, we didn't, I'm pretty sure a good chunk of us didn't grow up with this stuff. Because if they did, they would have told us, we would have exchanged stories or some other. I don't remember a single anything. The few Filipino American friends I had, not a single one told me about any Filipino mythology. Hands down. And it's not entirely our fault. We're not really encouraged to, like, let's go seek it out of our own volition. We have to act more American or they'll make fun of us. Kind of like that. So, it's like, I guess for the sake of surviving and not being made fun of for being who we are and acting not like the American standard sort of way. And I guess this counts as Filipino History Month or Filipino American History Month, something like that. I think we have that this month. Um, but I don't really adhere too well because I'm always busy and it's cold season. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard about that one for sure. And then one of my relatives participated in that. Yeah. So it's really cool to hear about a part of history where I actually have family involved rather than a whole bunch of people I'm not even related to in the slightest. Yeah. And I didn't hear that much about Filipino involvement in American history until I think college, and even then, it was not enough. I wanted to hear more stories, but I only remembered like one of my professors kind of just using his classes to just vent out his frustrations as a Filipino American growing up here. I was like, oh, maybe you should see professionals, not us. So it was kind of awkward trying. You want to learn more, but the people who are at the helm are kind of not supposed to be at the helm. There should be somewhere else, not here. But there was some useful information, but not enough. Oh, what's that? Please, I don't think I heard of that. What's that one? Pulang Bahay. I'm not sure if I pronounce it correctly. I always worry about pronouncing things wrong because I have the most boring standard American accent. I can say things in an American accent pretty good. Oh my gosh, it's pretty bad. But the few times I try to talk in another language, ugh, I get embarrassed. But I don't have enough people to talk to in another language, or they don't have enough time, or they don't feel the need to want to help me. So I'm like, I'm not crying. You are. Also, thanks for you guys stopping in. I'm sorry. I'm just talking with RRJR about momos and other Filipino mythology because I need a crash course. I didn't learn about this stuff growing up, even though I'm Filipino American. You would think, oh, we have our own things, but we're not really encouraged to to learn about that stuff or whatever. I'm not sure all of us. I'm not saying all of us are, but I'm pretty sure a good chunk of us did not grow up hearing about such things. which is a shame. I would love to hear about our own mythologies, our own stories, you know. But I never heard that. Not enough anyway, until like my late 30s or even 30s, I think. And that's kind of messed up. And I kind of want to teach some a bit for my kid, but I started with the freaking Momo. And I made my own spin on it. It's like Momo 2.0. Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate your help. I have an insider. I mean, I have a ton of relatives, but they all have their own lives, their own things, and I don't want to bog them down. I'm not saying I don't want to be a burden, but you know, if you have free time, I really appreciate it. I like learning about this stuff, but you know, life happens, you get tired, things happen, and then 6 months pass. That's how life be sometimes. I only know a few of them, but if you're gonna ask me like a specific story, I no, but I've heard of some of them because I was trying to look up stuff to draw, but there were so many kinds. So I designated to the province my family's from in the Bicol region, and so I saw a few of those. Though one of them that stood out to me, I think, was the Bakunawa. I thought that one was really cool because, hey man, Filipino dragon that's big enough to eat moons. How come we don't talk about that growing up? I never knew about. I would have been way more big into fan art for Filipino mythology if I learned about that as a teenager when I was so gung ho about drawing a lot of things, especially dragons. I was big on drawing dragons a little bit in high school. I never heard about that growing up. Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Let me see the name. Katie Cat. Thank you so much. I know. Is this the Momo? No, 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 it's not. It's from I think Resident Evil 4, the Regenerator. Um, I did something like this last year, but it wasn't this scary. It was the Cheshire Cat, and then someone got mad at me on a live stream about making a Cheshire Cat. I kind of got mad at them, and then I removed them because they were asking for free art with barely a thank you. I mean, no thank you. And so, but I liked how it turned. I can't freaking find it. I put it somewhere stupid. But once I find it, I'll probably post it in the community tabs, and then yeah, I think I will post if I find it. I don't know where I put it. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Do you make any art? Yeah, yeah. Share me. I need to have a paper on me, and I can write down the monsters, and I can look them up. And I want to do my own version or my own like take on the monsters, or tweak it to a somewhat modern upgrade. I'm not saying like, oh, let's give it an iPad and that's just stupid. No, no, no. Just like my own take on these monsters because it would be so cool to learn about them more. Oh yes, 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 that one. I need pen. Where are you? I need to borrow my cherry coke pen. I'm writing it, I swear. But I do it off camera because my handwriting is caca. Manananggal. I hope I say some of these right. Oh, I just heard about Cup of Joe recently. They had one song I was listening to literally a few days ago. I forgot what I mean. Sandali. I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. My Tagalog's embarrassing, so I don't really talk about it. I might have heard about that one. But yeah, there were so many all at once that I might have forgotten some. But I think if I see the name or I see the picture of what the rendition of that monster or creature is, now like, oh, there was one that had a lot of hair and it was just like a face covered and like there's a face of a lady sticking out and there's like all this hair, but I'm not sure which province. I forgot what province that was. Let me see. And I'll include that song. I don't know if I can play music here because of copyright stuff. I always worry about that because a few times I played some music for even within 30 seconds, I get flagged down and I have to take it down and re upload as something else without that song. So YouTube has a lot of rules. Oh, White Lady? Okay, okay. I thought it was a Tagalog name, but yeah, it might have been White Lady. There's a lot of white ladies in world folklore and horror stuff. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. The girl with hair. And I see one with like a horse's head and a weird body or some kind. And then I hear about witches. Oh my god, for some reason the one with witches scare me. Oh gosh, sorry, my bracelet got stuck on my wrist. Okay, so okay. Uh-huh. I'm writing them down. I'm writing them down. Where's white dress? Because I also used to grow up reading stories like scary stories. They had some scary illustrations. I love them though, but they were scary as hell. But I was like, I would like to have that with Filipino mythology stuff. That would be so cool. I would like to try to make a stab at that. I love scary things. I don't like them scaring me, but I like scaring things. It's kind of weird. Like, people assume like you love everything scary. No, I don't. I don't like all things scary. I just like certain concepts of things and stuff that's scary in general. But I don't like them scaring me. I'd be upset. Don't scare me, but I like scary stories. Yeah, yeah. I think I might have heard about that one, the Capre. Is that how you pronounce? Oh, wait, that. No. Ah, thank you so much again. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. There's only a little so far, not too bad. Maybe I add some highlights. Where's white? I need white paint. Yeah, good to know. Oh gosh. Okay, I don't want to be taken. I'm scared already. Goodness gracious. Are there any ones that have shape shifting powers? Like it's in the shape of an animal? That might have been something. That sounds familiar. Like the ones that shape shift into animals. Like a witch shape shifting into like a horse or a cat or some other. That sounds. I don't know why I remember that. Let me see. And I think they had a doll made based off the Manananggal or Aswang. I'm not sure, but it's the one also detached from the torso. And they made a doll, I think a Monsters High doll. And I was like, oh, maybe I should get that. Yeah, yeah. It sounds familiar. I looked up so many stories of. I just went on like a Filipino mythology binge, and I learned a lot, and then to the point where I forgot what they are, but they sound vaguely familiar. But it was a lot of fun reading that stuff. I think it was really cool. I was like, why can't we learn about that more? It's fun. But no, we have to learn about history and fractions and not calculus. I wasn't smart enough for calculus, but and taking the train and being there on time, but you're late act anyway. I'm like, what? Yeah. But yeah, it was a lot of fun reading about that stuff, and I would love to learn more. And if you know any like where you're from, that would be great too. Because I know like it depends on different provinces and stuff, and it's cool to learn about that stuff. I don't only want to learn about the one where my family's from, but sometimes it's scary, especially at night. So I think I remembered one time when I think we were going to Sorsogon and we had to take the bus to get to where my mom's side of the family are, and it's pitch black. There's no lights. And we didn't have a flashlight. I think there's like one tiny light on the way to my uncle's house. And then that's it. You have to make sure you don't fall on your face because we're right by the jungle too. That sounds familiar. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's some cool teachers you have. I'm like, why don't we have that instead of using their classes as like a psychiatric episode? No, let's learn about that stuff. Okay, is there a name for that monster with a long tongue that kills women. Like, oh, thank you. Like, not me. Don't do that. I would really appreciate it if you don't kill me. I mean, I could pay you in cheese. Four flavors of cheese. I'm not good at bargaining. I'm sorry. With tongue and mainly pregnant women. I mean, like, oh, no, she's just fat. Oh, yeah, I bet. So yeah, that's I like learning about such things. I was like, especially if it's from my freaking heritage. I don't hear anything else here until recently. Like, oh, but then they always talk about the nurses, the chanellas, the chismes from our aunties, drunk uncles, the parties with random foreign spouses and stuff. And I'm like, and the food of obviously the food is amazing, but I'm like, is there more? How can we keep only talking about this stuff? Why not more? I like to learn more, But they never delve that deeper. So I get kind of, or they talk about the bad stuff. Go on YouTube long enough about Philippines, it's almost always about bad stuff. But I think if you know Tagalog, there's the good stuff. But for whatever reason, it's not translated into English as much. Or some of it is, but not all of it. Because my mom and brother watch like Filipino traveling um, videos. I think one guy, his name is Drew or something, and he goes to different regions of the Philippines, and he has some nice food, and they go on these really nice, elaborate trips around the Philippines. I was like, oh, I want to go there, but I'm not good at boats. I get seasick. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not one of you. Oh, thank you so much, Katie Cat. Take care now. Thank you. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. Uh, Today I don't think I had. I should have made some for dinner, but I was kind of tired. At most I just have hot water or tea of some kind. I need to drink. Ugh, my throat's dry. I need more. Wait, why is there? Oh, I had coffee with chocolate. I think. Yeah, but yeah, it was really interesting to see, learn about these Filipino mythologies and even like the some of the gods that I want to draw my own, but I'm always worried about drawing my own version because I'm not I sometimes there are some Filipinos that go, "You're not Filipino enough." I was like, "Oh, thank you. I know. Tell me more." Oh, cool. What are you gonna do there? I have family nearby there, but they're more like near Quezon City, but I'm pretty sure there's some in Manila too. I miss shopping there, but I can't buy clothes. I'm too fat there. Oh my god! I remember one time I tried a shirt in one of the. I think it's at. Uh, I forgot the name. It has the word shoe in it. My brain's tired. I haven't been in a long time. But I tried a shirt in one of the malls in the Philippines, and I was only like 14. I went to the fitting room to try on the shirt. It looked like, oh, it could fit. I tried to put it on. I got stuck. Yeah, Quezon City. Yeah, I have a lot of family there. And then what was it? I got stuck in the shirt in the Filipino mall in the fitting room, and I was stuck there for almost 5 minutes. I finally took it out, but I heard a rip, and I was like, "Oh." I quickly hung it up and left it in the fitting room, and I ran. I freaking bolted. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I don't know. I was like, I can't even wear it. What am I gonna do? Buy something I can't even put on over my head? Fighting about? Oh, I don't know. No, I was talking about getting stuck in a shirt at one of the malls in the Philippines, and then I got stuck in the shirt, and I managed to take it out after about 5 minutes, but I ripped it by accident. I just heard a rip. I don't know where exactly. I just panicked, put it on the hanger, and just ran. I freaking bolted. But yeah, after that, I never tried clothes in the Philippines ever again, just because I was like, and I was only 14. I was still thin compared to now. And I still couldn't wear a proper shirt over there. So I was like, oh my goodness gracious. I'm a large man. Should I look at the message? There's like another message hub for review. All right, fine. Oh, okay. Chismes. Don't we all? Like, I try to avoid it just so I don't get sucked in too hard into the story. Because it's so easy to get sucked into the stories of all the chismes. Oh my gosh, man. Especially if you know the person or you know of them. Oh my gosh. Like, if it's someone I don't even know, I'm like, okay. But if it's a relative, like, what? Your ears perk up. Excuse me? I know that person. What's up with that? You know? But I try not to be super rude about it. I just want to know. Yeah, yeah. Oh, says I have a moderator. Yeah, some chismes is okay, especially if you haven't seen that the relatives for a long while. Like, oh, what's up with them? And it's okay, and especially if it's good stuff, I don't mind. There is such a good thing as good chismes, I assume. You can't just have all the bad, but bad stuff tends to be more juicy, apparently. But yeah, let me check. Okay. Sometimes I can't see my notifications. Oh, let's take a tiny break from this. Oh, it's already 41 minutes. Oh, we've been talking about monsters and all this cool stuff. Yay. I have some things I finished because I was kind of under rut. I was always sick or tired or something and the weather being annoying, but I did finish a few things. So, tiny break from this gorgeous smiling face of smilingness over here yonder. Ah, okay. So I finished some shoes. Yes, juicy cheese meat. It sounds like longanisa. It's like, ooh, I want some. I shouldn't talk about. I just had that last week, so I gotta put it down. So yeah, I made rainbow shoes, and I have Zashiki Buddha from Sanrio. He doesn't have his own shoe line, so I had to put him here. Oh, he's so cute. And I don't want to show my ginormous feet size. But yeah, I like the whole pastel rainbow thing. I've been trying to do that in the first pair, but I ended up making Venom instead. And it's a kind of slip-on shoe, so it kind of fits, but at the same time, it's simple. I don't have to think as much, so I was able to finish this a lot faster. Only I just wish I didn't buy this where it's in my way, so I have to remove the laces and paint inside like the shoe tongue, I guess. Yeah, but I also put like acrylic finisher so it doesn't get messed up after finishing the thing. And oh, look how pretty her face is. Look at it. Sorry. And then I have the Venom shoes. Sorry, I have to put that here. Oh, I don't know why inside it's like dusty. I barely wore these things. The colors got a lot darker. I don't like that. What the heck? I thought I was done. I see this, but oh well. But I'm gonna change the laces. This is too much. This is too much color. But I thought, oh, let's have some pastel laces. Rainbow. Okay, that wasn't a good idea, but I just put it there anyway. This is too much color for me, for my crusty, dusty self. Yeah, yeah. I have a thing for toothy smiles of attractiveness. Like, oh, he's so pretty and very long and tongue. And I did extend the tendrils. You can't really see it. Like, why did I get into that? That was my own dumb fault. And then I didn't do much here because I think that was too much. And I finally stopped adding so much paint, but it's kind of thick feeling. It has like a bacon, I feel like bacon. I don't know why. That's the first thing that came to mind. But it was overall a pretty good shoe. Just this, I might change the laces again. Because I used one of the laces for my other shoes. The laces broke, so I had the original laces, which were white. The other side, yeah, same deal. Also, a profile smile. Oh, so cute. This one was not as good as the other one, but I was getting tired. I was like, ugh, let's just tone it down a bit. This one did not have as much of the tendrils, so I think that sort of balances out. It's all right. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I did some things. So it wasn't like I was totally lazy and I wanted to do more art, but I think recent work has gotten me kind of a little overwhelmed. And then the snake painting. Oh, I was gonna paint this too, because I saw this at the dollar store or $1.50 store now, and you know, yeah, I wanted to get the thing hand, but I wasn't able to see. I did see like a moving battery powered hand at the supermarket at Safeway, in the Halloween section. I kind of wanted that, but I worry it's gonna like not work after a while. But it's just like a cheapo. I didn't do anything. I swear. I didn't eat that. What are you talking about? I should draw a thing. I actually like that hand thingy. And then the snake painting. Where did I? Oh, okay. So I have snake. I continue. I might add more color. Actually, I think there's not enough color. So I have to extend that green area there a little bit more because the reference told me to. So I have to extend this green area more and somehow make it more blurry, which kind of stumped me. This eye is going to take a lot more. Far away it looks pretty cool, but up close I'm like, oh. So this may take a while for me to um it takes a while for me to figure this out because this one had a lot more detail and I'm just like doing the tiniest of the tiniest detail as much as I can and then I get tired. So that's what happened with this one, but I have a higher probability of getting this done versus the rainbow snake. As for the rainbow alligator, I think I'm just gonna leave it as is because I am pooped. I will just make a post on that on Instagram later or a reel. And yeah, I'm sure I didn't do anything to that hand. Oh, okay, sorry. I think it's funny. And then I have this pumpkin, but I don't know what. Oh my goodness gracious, something fell. Okay, stop trying to upstage me. And I know you have better teeth than me, but yeah, I am sure in theory. So I also have this pumpkin. It's not the carvable kind. I think it's just decorative, a fake pumpkin, and then I don't know what to put on it. I might just do a boring sunset, but I feel like that's not enough. I can do some random cute pattern. There was some people complaining about Halloween, like it's not the same Halloween anymore. There's no scary stuff. They only have weird pink things and bright colors and everything's cute. What's wrong with a cute Halloween, to be honest? Yeah, it does have an apple shape to it. It's too um smooth to be a pumpkin. I've been around pumpkins long enough. But the thing is, I like this surface area. You can draw things a lot more easily than with the rough bumps. Actually, wait. I got a real pumpkin here, but it's a little itty bitty one. I was thinking about painting on here. Actually, I can paint on here. I just don't know what to draw on it. Yeah, yeah. It's the Momo. No, I'm just kidding. No. This, yeah, see, if it's too small, it has a very smooth surface area. And it looks like an orange. Okay, so this one, for sure, I can paint something on here. It was just, it'll get rotten. That's why I feel bad for the real pumpkins. Yeah. Behold the Momo. No. I, don't trust me around action figures and weird little dolls because I will do a little stupid performance over nothing and just laugh at myself for a good 20 minutes. Like, da, 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 da. Oh, see, I have figurines sometimes, and it's like, oh, I'm a dog. Do, 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 do. I'm the Momo. Like, my sciatica. Like, that's so stupid. Not funny at all. But yeah, fear the wrath of the Momo. Like, it could come in all shapes and forms, especially if it's a ghost. But yeah, I was thinking about painting on here, and I did that last maybe 4 years ago, and then I couldn't find the pumpkin, and I found it, and it's like messed up. But I did paint on real pumpkins before, but because it rots, I feel bad for it. So that's why I settle for like fake pumpkins and wooden things, and I can save it for next year. And you will never forget this. And so, yes. Okay, other things I can do. I usually don't start the live stream till midnight, and I have to sleep early again because there's fishing tomorrow. I'm like, oh, I thought we did fishing already. No, there's more fishing. I know, yeah. No, there's no reason, just accept the orange momo. Oh my goodness gracious. It's fun to say momo after a while. But my kid doesn't like me saying it. He's like, don't say that. That's not real. And I'm like, yes, it is. Yeah, I could sound serious if I put enough effort and tone in my voice enough. Because he did make that like, oh my gosh, what? What are you talking about? What's that? What's a momo? Yeah, that was so funny. But hey man, we gotta bring back some fear. Because I feel like a lot of kids, they get too bratty and they're like, I don't care about that. And they have that little attitude I don't like. And so it's nice to put some fear in some kids. It's, I mean, like, yeah, partial for fun, but also like make them like go to sleep. Jeez. Yeah, yeah. If your Lola says it's real, then it's real. If a 50-year-old guy about to clock out for work says it's real, I'm pretty sure it's real. It's pretty funny. Okay, let me take a break from this boy. I have to resume the snake painting because I keep delaying the inevitable. Yeah, yeah. While I'm not super big on superstitions, I also try, if there's some reason why people are scared of things, I will try to listen. Yes, yes, the Momo told me to go home on time before it gets dark, and plus to be mindful of daylight savings because it gets darker after 3 p.m. here. So already the Momo's hanging around near afternoon time, trying to tell me to go home. Go home and do the laundry. Go home and file your taxes and renew your insurance, or the Momo will get you. Like, oh my gosh. Let it apply to the adults. If it helps you get things done, then it's very effective. And then people look at me weird. Yay. Yeah, yeah. As long as they're good commands, not like bad things. Like the Momo told me to rob a bank. Nope, not that kind of Momo. Okay, that's people. That's people talk, not Momo talk. The Momo wants you to go to bed and have proper rest, not robbing banks at 3 in the morning. Okay, that's not what Momos do. We're good Momos, not that Momo. Like after a while, you'll just say Momo. Oh my gosh. My niece, I just remembered, there was a wild bunny at her place, and she named the wild bunny Momo. Well, it's Momo there, and I think that meant peach or something in Japanese. Yeah, peach is also is called Momo in Japanese. So I was like, like beware of the Momo. It's like a big peach just rolling down the hill. Yeah, yeah, we're not the bad momos. We're the good ones. Like there's different categories of momo. We tell you to go home and brush your teeth so they don't fall out. We tell you to pay your taxes on time or so you don't get called on by the IRS. We're not the ones that tell you like that's people. That's people. That has nothing to do with us. We're not those momos. But yeah, there was a bunny that my niece and nephew saw, um, and their mom saw in their property, and they named it Momo. So it's not Momo. But it's still the same Momo, Momo. Yeah, yeah. So it's a peach or a big fat black bunny, because that was the wild rabbit. But I think it was someone's pet because it was a very round rabbit. And so beware of the momo, and it's this big fat rabbit, and it could be a peach as well. So like, there's so many variations of the momo. It's a peach, it's a pumpkin, it's the knight, it's a big fat black bunny. It comes in different shapes and forms. Like Fear the Wrath of the Momo. That sounds like a good like horror story cover. And you don't know what it could be, anything sometimes. You never know. And yeah, it's also a kind of ghost too. But I like to amp things up, and like, you don't know. It can be any shape or form, and you wouldn't know until it tries to touch you. Yeah. The Momo are coming. Let me see. Yeah, my works in progress take forever because I'm too distracted. Please excuse the background noise. That's my family playing horror games. Oh my gosh. I was suggested by a few friends and even my husband to play horror games, but I don't want to have high blood pressure. I also have a slow reaction sometimes, so I might not be scared of that thing jumping in my face. But maybe a random sound that just pops up, and it's like a ball bouncing on a window. I'm like, ah! That would be me. I don't know. I'm not very interesting when I'm scared. I might just yell a lot and then, okay, let's just hurry up. I don't go, ah! The girly scream. I don't have a girly voice, unfortunately. So I would not be very appealing to the gaming crowd, especially the ones amongst the gaming. Ugh, I'm too old to be a gamer girl. I'm not a girl anymore. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, we here at the Momo Society, the Momo Society. See, just direct me in one direction. I'll go all the way down the rabbit hole of Momo. That should be a T-shirt. I have to get home past 8, or the Momo will get me. That's not a bad idea. Don't take my idea. No, I'm just kidding. It's not my idea. I think it's kind of funny though. Actually, I could make that shirt like I should paint shirts. I just thought about that. I do have fabric paint. Oh gosh, Momo taxes. I wouldn't be surprised if we had Momo taxes. Like, oh, there's a tariff for Momo, the variation of Momo. Oh my god. Let's not jump down that rabbit hole, please. Momo taxes. A Momo loan. Okay. That too much Momo today. That's a lot of fun though. Because I'm so tired. I mean, I was looking up Western monsters as well, and I did paint a few, but then after a while, I'm like, I've seen it so many times. That's why I'm so interested in Filipino mythology and horror stories, because I don't hear about it growing up. So maybe what you're used to growing up, and you're like, oh yeah, that everyone knows about that. I'm like, what? They have that? Tell me more. So no, I don't want to pay my Momo taxes. They take so much from us. They take away our sanity as it is. And give us high blood pressure. Excuse me. Momo taxes. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't be surprised nowadays, especially here when they are we have issues with everything being expensive. I wouldn't be surprised if momos were taxed for whatever. Like, give the government a reason and they'll just make excuses so you pay more. I'm like, and if they find out about the existence of momo, oh my god, let's tax it. Tax them. Like, what the fuck? It's not even American. So what? International taxes, see? International taxes. I know. You're arrested for Momo tax fraud. And they were like, what the fuck is that? You're funny. Momo tax fraud. Oh my gosh. Like, you don't, like, how do you make that, how do you talk seriously? Like, in today's news, there was a multiple cases of Momo tax fraud. Because we don't know what it looks like. It could be anything. Under arrest. Damn it. It's like, can you tax ghosts? We do now. Like, oh my gosh. Momo tax fraud. That's a good one. It's like, oh, like, how many more taxes do we need? Whew, okay, I had a good laugh. That was good. I was a little concerned that had nothing to talk about. But then you showed up, and I was like, oh, wait, I remember now. Let's talk about Filipino mythology monsters and my current introduction to my kids. First Filipino. His first Filipino Momo. There's some inside jokes, but I don't want to disclose that too much because that was also relates to my to family names and this and that. But at the same time, though, it was really fun to come up with some ideas. And hey man, maybe I can draw my own version of a Momo. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, exactly. And they have the guy in handcuffs and a towel over his head because he's so ashamed for being arrested on live television for Momo taxes of all things. Anything cooler like robbing a bank or a speeding car chase, he gets arrested for Momo taxes. Like, for shame. You're an embarrassment to the family. For shame. Sometimes shame can be funny. Sometimes, but not all the time. But some cases, it's a little funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think this is the best way. This is probably the top peak of me celebrating Filipino Heritage Month. Filipino or Filipino American, I just apply to both because we all good. I assume we are, and so yeah, why not? We should celebrate that stuff. Plus, on Halloween, you get candy and scary stories. Why not? And also, celebrate, honoring the dead. Obviously, besides all the fun stuff, we got to do serious stuff too, or the Momo let us. Oh my gosh, yeah, and then they get hit with like a big fat peach. Like, tell us why you commit tax Momo fraud, and you get pummeled by a peach. It's like, what does this have to do? It means peach in Japan. It's like, what? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like how one word can mean different things in other countries, and it kind of cracks me up. Like, it can mean dumplings in one country or a peach in another. Or a vengeful ghost that will get you if you keep doing naughty things like staying up past your bedtime. That's too funny. Yes. And peach pits are kind of hard, and especially those heavy peaches the size of your fist. Hey, that's heavy. And if they're soft peaches, you'll get a bunch of all over your face. Like, tell us why. Oh my gosh. Our forms of torture is eerily delicious. Actually, I want some peach. That's actually a good idea. But the last time we bought peach online, when we do online groceries, sometimes the peaches, like, for whatever reason, once you cut it open, it starts turning black. I was like, what the heck? Well, I mean, not pure black, but it's like darkening a lot, like way faster than an average peach. Like, maybe it takes like 45 minutes to an hour sitting out for the peach to start darkening. But these peaches that we had this one time, you just open it and it's like already darkening. Like, what the heck is this? So we have to throw all of them away because there's no guarantee not all of them are like that. But most of them were like that, so we have to throw them all away. Is that the sign of the Momo? I don't know. Ooh, freshly baked peach pie. Don't ruin a good pie like that, or it could be a Momo in pie form. Oh my gosh. That sounds good, actually. If you had that with ice cream, Oh my god. I'm supposed to be on my diet restrictions. Not so strict ones, but I have to be mindful of what I eat. But pie sounds really good right now, especially a hot baked peach pie with ice cream. Oh my god. Ugh. Let's not think too hard. Temptations of the moment. Like that and buko pie. Ooh, I'm in trouble. Or those giant egg tart pies or those egg pies. Oh my gosh, man. I would definitely gain at least 50 pounds just eating at least two of those pies. Ugh. The wrath of the Momo in pie form. Right? Like, and then they just shove the pie in their face and eat it! Eat the Momo! Tell us why! The gods demand it! The gods of the Momo. Momo gods. Oh my gosh. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a cult. I wouldn't be surprised. People make cults over anything. I think there was a potato cult at one point. Like, what? You don't need that. Like, yes, we do. Potatoes can be made into anything. I mean, you're not wrong. But you don't have to be that excessive with potatoes. Please don't. But yeah, fear the wrath of the Momo. And it's this big fat black bunny. It was a really cute bunny though. But yeah, it had like not mangled, but like matted hair, looked dirty. And I saw it a few times. It's huge. It's a big fat rabbit. It's like the size of a watermelon. Like, what the heck? The authority of the Momo gods. Fear our wrath. Yeah, it's nice coming up with random weird stuff like that. Especially like, yeah, you can tell a scary story and then make your own spin on it based off, current events or current things you heard of online that are highly probable. And it's fun. I feel like we don't do that enough. Or maybe we do and I'm just not part of the in crowd and I'm just finding out super late. Maybe I put some blue. I'm gonna dabble and put some blue on. Maybe purple. Blue. Okay, let's put some blue. Excuse me. Dies from deliciousness. Cause of death. The Momo in pie form. Maybe dark around here. My gosh. Yeah, saying Momo after a while, it's kind of funny. Like, you just can't stop saying it. I was saying that all afternoon in front of my kid just because he doesn't like me saying it. It's like, are you a Momo? And he's like, no, stop it. I'm not that. You're a Momo. So we were like, you're a Momo. No, you're a Momo. You're a Momo. Like, we're doing that for like 10 minutes straight while going home. It's fun. But then meanwhile, people passing by hearing us going, you're a Momo. No, you're a Momo. You're a you're a supreme Momo. You're a Momo times 5,000. And they're like, what the heck is that? Yes. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think that was too much Momo for him. Excessive Momo usage is not good. I think too much of anything is not good. Even too much water is not good. So, goodness gracious. That must have been a lot of Momo for him to go down. Maybe I'll change the title of this live stream. It's just say Momo. That's it. Like, what the heck is that? Hide the body. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's that time again. Like, another one? What'd you do this time? Did you throw 50 pies instead of 25? Maybe. Like, don't tell the boss. Like, he's out on vacation. Like, there's no color order here. That's a lot of fun. Thank you for sharing me your ideas and telling me more monster ideas that I can probably draw from. Because I've been somewhat on a art drought. Not really. I have a bunch of ideas, but sometimes I get overwhelmed. And then I was like, are there any new ideas out there? That's why I was like, oh, right, Filipino mythology creatures and stuff. Because those sound like a lot of fun to draw. And the art I've seen so far, I was like, oh, wow, really? That looks cool. But I worry if I try to do my version, I'm just copying. And I feel like, ugh, I'm not creative enough. And I've gotten that lecture like once recently. And I'm sensitive. And not super, I joke, but a little sensitive. It's okay. 100 pies, that's a lot of pie. Yeah, I wouldn't know where to hide a body. I hear people like they cut up the body and throw it around different parts of like a lake or a river opening to a bay or an ocean, and they think, oh, I'll never find the body there. But they find some piece of the body, like a finger or a head or a torso. Like, what? It's too early for that. Or they find it in a suitcase that they throw down a river. I'm like, oh, I'm tired. Oh, do you know any Filipino horror movies that are good and not too, I don't know about, I don't want to say bad, but maybe not too cheesy, or it's like, oh gosh, this is very obviously not very good. Are there any legit good Filipino horror movies? Because I am kind of curious about that. I tried to ask my mom, she doesn't know any. And I was like, what? But I think she also doesn't like scary movies, so that could also be a reason why she doesn't have any idea about horror movies. I think only my brother and I like horror movies. That's it. But even mine is pretty tame. I don't like the gory movies where they just have tons and tons of blood and really nasty things that might make you vomit. I don't like that kind. I just like scary things and like detailed monsters and folklore and old legends that come to life. I think those are so interesting. But like disgusting for the sake of disgusting, vomit inducing, I don't like that. That's just ugh. I don't like that kind of stuff. Oh, okay. I might have heard of that one. I forgot. I heard of that title. I swear, but um, I don't think I watched it. But I think it was like I was looking up like rankings of top Filipino horror movies, and I think that was amongst one of them. Excuse me. I'm writing it down. Or even funny ones. I like funny horror movies. I can English, I swear. But yeah, I haven't watched horror movies in a while that isn't disgusting or really like they try to show really disgusting things about the human condition and the human mind. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I want to laugh too. Like you know, so stupid. It's like, and I can only get scared of jump scares for oh so long. Like after a while, it does get kind of repetitive to just see jump scare after jump scare. Like, okay, let's do something else, please. But people seem to want us to keep using the jump scare feature. Best Ganda. Okay, I'll write that too. Let's see. Okay, I'll keep those in mind and see if I can find it. I think I might know a place where to look and watch. And if they have, I know, hopefully they have English subtitles, but if they don't, I can probably figure it out in theory. Uh, I don't watch too many Filipino things. I want to, but I worry that I might not be interested. I want to be interested, but I think because I was raised here, I'm stupid, but I wouldn't, I want to keep an open mind. What did I watch that was from the Philippines? There was one drama I watched though. I forgot the name, but it was about this poor guy. He was a good looking guy, but he was just poor. And I think he was like a driver for like a hearse. It could have been a hearse or a hearse or for rich people or a limo. And then he saw this. pretty girl that was fixing her face at his window, and then I think they met, but then because he's poor, she's like, oh, okay, yeah, nice meeting, okay, and then and she was trying to get with this other guy who she knows for a long time, and she got pregnant, but then he left, he ditched her, and then the poor good looking guy shows up and he's like, I'll take care of you, blah blah blah, and then she's like, well, could be worse, and then they got married, and then she had the kid that's not his, but yeah, I was like, okay, I forgot the name of that drama though, and it was like something after something after something. Oh, thank you, Nazgul, thank you so much. I don't know if this counts as beautiful, but it's suitable for this month of Halloween. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to do. I enjoy detailed stuff, but there's people who do way more detail than me, and top props to them. I just do this for fun, and I try to dabble in, like, see what happens if I do something, which is risky because it can go wrong a lot of the time. But for now, this little micro experiment of adding extra color is pretty good so far. So thank you so much. Yeah, by all means. Yeah, the only other thing is I want to watch more. And I think there was a drama that had like a Filipino mermaid, a sirena, I think. But I didn't finish it. It was a little I think I got distracted. Excuse me. But yeah, I would like to watch some Filipino things. I just don't want too much. I don't know. There was a Filipino horror movie I watched, and it was about like this Filipina. Uh, I think she was an overseas worker, but she was clean. She went to I think England or some European country. I'm pretty sure it was England or Ireland, one of those two. And she was like, she was like a babysitter, stay-in babysitter for this family, and she came from I'm not sure a family of witches, but she had some spiritualist like habits, I think. It was actually pretty good. Yeah, yeah, like a mermaid, like a Filipino mermaid. I was starting to watch it and then I got distracted. I'm not sure if it was because it was good or because okay, this is kind of weird. Never mind. I forgot. It was such a long time ago, but I remember trying to watch that. I forgot her name was like Jezebel or something Bell. I forgot. It was such a long time ago, but I never finished it. I think I only maybe just started 20 minutes into the drama and then I forgot. I don't know what happened, but it was really interesting to try to watch different stories, not just Western stories, because I get tired. And the stuff they try to come up with now, I'm like, okay. I don't know what else to say about that. So I try to watch other things from other countries if people give me suggestions, or yeah, because otherwise I wouldn't know. But then sometimes I miss out on things that are good the US. But sometimes when I watch, I'm like, it's not that good. What are you talking about? But yeah, I like finding out. Like one of the things I've been watching recently was suggested by my husband, like Chinese mystery thrillers. Those are really good, and they're not super long most of the time. So I was like, ooh, okay. Not even know, and they were actually pretty good stories. I was interested, and they're on YouTube for free. Ah, okay, okay, good to know. Yeah, I like learning about, and then I used to watch Japanese dramas. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you heard of One Liter of Tears. I mean, yeah, that's a sad one. They had some goofy ones, and then they have like some mystery thrillers and scary stuff too. One Missed Call was one of them. That one was pretty kind of corny, but also kind of interesting too. That people get killed through the cell phone. I was like, what? It's kind of funny, but I was like, all right, all right. And they had a movie on that. and I think 2 or 3 movies based on that. And then I think there was like Parasite Eve, I'm pretty sure. And then some other, like, there's also The Grudge and Ringu and all that stuff. But I like watching different things from other countries when I can. They're a lot of fun. And it's like seriously a breath of fresh air from what I'm used to seeing here. There's too many spicy scenes in a lot of Western TV shows and movies. Like you're just watching a movie and then you see two people just going at it. Like what? Once I see that, I just click away. I'm like, I'm not, because there's a good chance they'll keep bringing that back up. Like I don't need to see all that. What happened to like in the 90s? They're about to do grown up relations and then they pan away to the window at night and then the next morning they're in blankets. I missed that. I was like, can we have that again? I'm like, I'm not a prude, but I don't have to see all of that. And then they want to show it. Oh, like, come on. Like, go to the spicy channels. Oh my god. I remember when I grew up, they had this thing called the Spice Channel, and that makes me laugh. Because they're bringing those terms again when they talk about spicy content. And I'm like, oh my god. It's like 1993 all over again. The Spice Channel. Really? Wow. Well, as long as you're not scared, you're good. But then, yeah. Sorry, I'm talking about not so grown up things. But I try to keep it within correct, appropriate terms. But yeah, I don't miss certain things from the past sometimes. Especially when people nowadays, especially those in 40s, I'm in my 40s, sheesh. But like they bring up things about millennials, blah blah blah. We are the last generation to experience a life without internet. I'm like, yeah, and it kind of sucked. It was all right. There are some things I don't miss, and it's nice to understand how maps work. Like we had maps. I didn't know how to read a damn map. Okay, I was like, what the heck is that? Like, there's always ongoing jokes about grown-ups not reading a map because it's confusing. What the heck? So sometimes when you have like the map on your phone, it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Most of the time, anyway. And then what I do miss is like the air of mystery. Like you don't have to know all that stuff. Now people just air out their dirty ass laundry all over the place for the sake of clicks, views, and clout and this and that. I'm like, I really did not need to hear about grown up things, you know? But they put it out there and then they're like, what do you think? I'm like, I don't like this stuff. What are you doing? And so it's pretty funny how times have changed in such a short amount of time. But there are some things I miss and also some things I can definitely live without. I don't miss Walkmans too much. Oh yeah, yeah. Really? That's good to know. Not a lot of people use their brains. Because nowadays everything's so easily accessible that they don't feel like they have to use their brains. Like I know people who don't know how to memorize phone numbers. Like say your phone number, your phone broke, and you have to memorize who was on your phone. I can at least memorize my family's phone numbers, or at least I wrote them down and put them away in case of emergencies. There are people who don't have that incentive anymore. They just assume everything's on the phone, everything is safe on the phone. Then your phone's gone. What happens? um, I can't say I remember everyone's phone, but at least I have the incentive in case poo poo happens. I write it down and just put it somewhere either on my PC or I put it in my external hard drive or have a hard copy. I kind of have to idiot proof myself in case caca happens. But then, yeah, nowadays you have to pay for music a lot. I mean, we've been paying for music, but um, the whole concept of pirating, that was interesting. And then how artists nowadays, they don't make as much money because I don't. I just remember hearing somewhere where people don't music artists don't make as much money as they used to, but they have a lot of concerts. They have a lot of things are digital now. They don't have a lot of hard copy CDs. They still have them at Target. I've seen, but same time though, I'm like, um, um, I don't. They're not as common as they used to be. And there used to be so many record and CD stores, DVD stores, VHS stores. Oh my gosh, and DVDs, VHS rentals. Those were kind of fun. I kind of miss those. They don't have those too many anymore. But I heard that one of my friends, they're in Japan. They still do DVD rentals over there. I was like, what? They still have that? That's nice. And so she has to break out her DVD player that has like the portable screen up. Like, oh, that's so cool. I was like, oh, I should get one. And I found a whole bunch of my CDs. I was cleaning up the garage the other day, I think 2 or 3 months ago, and I found a whole bunch of my old CDs. Oh my god, I used to burn CDs, make copies of CDs, and then I would just have a bunch of music, and it was a fun time. And then I stored them away for many years, found them again, and so nostalgic until I realized I don't have a CD player. I don't know where is that? Your monster is thinking to eat the dog. Which dog do you speak of? Oh, this guy. I was like, what dog? Like, yeah. I don't taste good. Don't eat me. You know, like, no. Like, I'll find out after eating you. So, anyway. uh, I did a lot of talking more than I thought. I thought I was not going to talk, but hey, it's not entirely bad thing. I was just worried while I was talking I might have like a sore throat. I kind of do, but I'm the kind of person that doesn't sound sick, but I feel sick. But thankfully, the topics tonight were pretty entertaining, so I had a lot more fun than I thought. Thank you for helping me out over there. And also, thank you for tuning in and, um, commenting when you can. I always appreciate I need more synonyms for appreciate, but I am grateful for people actually tuning in and giving out nice words of kindness and stuff. Yes, that is true. That is also possible. But what about this chunky boy over here? He's also bigger than the. I don't think that's the sizing is not accurate. I don't think that's how it works with animals, unless it's a puppy and the pig is much larger. But this is a baby pig too, so this does not. The sizing, the terms of measurement between these animals are not accurate. And that is oh, I forgot to mention. I am also trying to paint over this. This was originally like an off-white garden decor, but I wanted a cute little pink piggy. Okay. Anyway, anything I have to do here? Not much. I'm just adding more dabs of color here and there and hoping I don't mess it up. And I need to wrap things up because I gotta get ready for bed and go to sleep, even though I don't wanna. But I have to, but I don't want to. Yeah, they mention when you're little, like, you need to grow up. You need to be mature. You need to. They don't tell you. I think there was someone on YouTube that had an adult tell them as a kid, like, enjoy your childhood because when it's gone, it's gone. I was like, they're right. Oh my god. So hey, man, when you're young, enjoy it. Don't rush to grow up. Because over the years, next thing you know, you're going to high school, you go to college, you get a job, or you already have a job, and then you're like, what the heck? Time flew so fast. It's pretty crazy. And I think as a kid, you don't really realize it as much, and time is a lot slower as a kid. But if you notice it more as you get older, like time, we don't have enough time to do anything. Then time goes so much faster. It's insane. I was like, what? Wasn't it January just like yesterday? Now it's like more, it's already October 18. Ah, hey man, if they're gonna be eaten, I mean, if meat is meat. Excuse me. If they are meat with legs, they are a source of possible source of sustenance. I know that some people don't want to talk about domesticated animals being used as food, but hey, man, if you gotta eat, you gotta eat. Not that I have that need to eat pets. Plus, yeah, like if they do have the option, I just say no. I don't have to eat that. But yeah, like food is food. Excuse me. Okay, so what did we talk about today? So obviously, the momo, the concept of the momo, and where are the origins? And there, and I was enlightened about the possibilities of where the momo concept came from. It could be either just like, well, I learned from the internet that it's like the Filipino equivalent of a boogeyman. But what our JR mentioned is it's possibly a ghost from a past war and this and that. And then we were also talking about mythology from the Philippines, different kinds of creatures, monsters of the night, and they gave me a few, which I wrote down, I swear, as well as like different kinds of possible horror movies, um, other sorts of movies and stuff, and we're just making up weird, silly what if scenarios involving the Momo and Momo tax fraud. That sounds funny. Oh yes, yes. Yeah. You're way too young to know about that, but good to know. I mean, well, it's good to appreciate things more. I think when we're young, we have no idea about the concept. We just want to like grow up and do what we want. Like when I grow up, I want to eat breakfast involving pies, cake, and ice cream. And when you're an adult, you try that, you feel sick. I think just in general, eating too much dessert is not good for you. Same time though, it's pretty interesting to think about. I'm sorry. I'm also looking at my live stream, and there's a delay on my PC versus on my phone, which is kind of funny. And I have it on mute, so I'm not as I'm not gonna hear myself echoing. But yeah, yeah. I can only imagine what you know, and you're way younger than me. As for me, I had the inkling that reality is not as, candies and rainbows and lollipops. But I had no idea how it can be until, yeah, as you grow up and you see more things and not so good things happening in your life. It's like, oh gosh, I should appreciate life a lot more. But then you're tired. Or I'm sick in bed. I don't feel like it. Or I don't like that person. Get away from me. So but sometimes you can't help but wonder, man, maybe I should have done things that I should have appreciated a person that I used to talk to, now I don't, or I should have enjoyed the fun stuff I had back then and now they're all gone. It really depends on your situation. But yeah. Um as for me, I just want to take things easy as I can. I did have a handful of things that happened to me and my family recently that I don't want to delve too much into, but I want to appreciate life a little more, or just take a break and just like appreciate just things going on as they are, even though the news wants us to think otherwise. Oh, you do? Oh, okay. How's that like? Well, I had one, but he's not around anymore. But hey, two. That sounds like an interesting family dynamic. I can't I don't talk bad about people's families. I mean, if I want to understand what's the situation, but hey man, at your own pace. No pressure involved. I don't need that much chismes. But yeah, like family dynamics nowadays, it's not as a standard as it is like back in the 50s and the olden days. But if it works, it works. And if there are some issues, it's up to figuring out how to solve those problems different, um, in that kind of family structure. And some people want to accept it. Some people like, hey, that's all we got. We got to figure something out. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I I'm kind of glad I never really got into drinking, so I'm not an alcoholic as an adult. Thank fart, because I don't like the taste, and I don't like the loss of inhibitions when you drink more. It freaks me out. So like at most I can have one big cup and then that's it. Then get away from me. And I also don't like vomiting. So and I get kind of paranoid. So I'm like a mishmash of things, and I get my guard up a lot more because I don't know how much I can tolerate. So I don't recommend drinking like for a special occasion, but just control it. You should be fine. And also have some food to absorb the alcohol. That would be good. And I think I am grateful for not being into drinking too much. It saves me so much trouble. I rather not. But other people, like, they have their reasons to be into drinking. Like, it's part of the culture. If you don't drink it, you're not man or cool enough, or, you're not strong enough to handle the drink. And so they pressure you to doing that. Thankfully, I don't have much friends, so I don't have to worry about that. At most, I think I had one of my old friends want me to get into taking weed, partaking. They want me to enhance my art. Excuse me, sir. They want me to enhance my artistic creativity if I partake in some weed. And I'm like, I don't need that. As you can see here, I don't need that. And so if they want to not be friends with me anymore, hey, well, it is what it is. But, well, we did not so much have a fallout, but we just kind of lost contact after that. But at the same time, like, I don't regret it. I'm not going to maintain friendships just by taking weed. Like, no, I don't. Plus, I don't like smells. I don't like strong smells like that. That stuff smells gross. If it has a nasty ass smell, I don't want to be involved. If there's puking later on, I don't want to be involved. So, and some people don't. I've been told, like, oh, you don't like fun. Like, yeah, this is fun for me, not that stuff. So take it or leave it. And some people choose to leave it, and I have no regrets. Already? I thought you said you're young. well, well, as long as you're not, as long as you, hey, as long as it's fine, as you like it. I don't know too many that are bi. I know of classmates that wanted to dabble in that stuff when I was still in college, but I never really got into that stuff too much. Only because I don't know, a lot of girls bother me. Or the few girls I've interacted with, I'm not saying like, oh, in a relationship, just interacting with girls in general. Most of them, mm-mm-mm-mm, too much drama. Or they talk too much. I'm not much of a, like, I may sound like I talk a lot, but off camera, I don't talk very much. But, being, interacting around other girls, like, since I'm female, so, nah. I'm alright. I don't need that. I don't need more drama than I already have. Mm, why you're bi or why I'm me? Because I already know my reasons. Well, if you want to share your reason, by all means, I'm down for it. As to hearing the reason, I mean. But yeah, I've had people make weird assumptions about me, like, oh, are you a lesbian? Because you draw only women. I draw women a lot when I was in my teens, but it wasn't because, oh, I like women. No, that's stupid. Freaking ask me the freaking questions. Don't spread rumors. That's just stupid and childish. But it was because my oldest brother drew women. He's a guy. He drew women. And so I copy him. I also drew women. And plus, they have so many interesting costumes to try on and wear, and they were just easier for me to draw. So that was my reasoning behind drawing women. Nothing sexual, nothing, oh, I like that. It wasn't like that at all. But I think in high school, long, long ago, in a galaxy far away, someone mistook that and tried to spread rumors about me because I drew women. And I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Thankfully, by then, a lot of people in my class already knew that I was good at art, and so they just took that person's word as BS and just like, shut up. So I was like, yeah, I had to deal with stupid stuff like that growing up. But thankfully, because they saw my art before that person's opinion, they did not give a crap. So I am thankful for that helping me. Okay, I see. Well, I still don't say I'm bi, but I can admit some girls can be like, oh, they have like cute tendencies, or they just look pretty. It's like, oh, that's a pretty girl, you know, and that's as far as it goes for me. I don't really think anything further than that. Um, I had a female coworker who was also a teacher in one of my old teaching jobs. I thought she was cool. She actually looks Filipino, but she's Chinese. Where I lived in China, there was some not Filipinos. There were a bunch of Chinese people that look Filipino. Like they had like a mix of Hispanic and Chinese, but they're just Chinese. But they look Filipino. So I was like, "What? Oh, that's kind of cool." And then she was one of them, and I thought she was really pretty. And she was also strict as a teacher, even with little kids, but everyone loved her cuz she was so cool. And she was really good at teaching. But yeah, I wish I got along with her a lot more. But she was super sweet. I liked her. But that was it. Just like I admire her for wanting to teach little kids and having patience with little kids. Whereas and she just was good at her job. Me, I think because of my personality, I was kind of off putting to some as a teacher. So not a lot of people liked me a lot. Well, they did, and at the same time, because I wasn't white, let's not mince words. They favored white people in China. Not all places. I don't know about now, but like back then when I was teaching in China where I was at, because it's a small town or small city, they preferred people of lighter complexion, and I was not it. I mean, but yeah, it was kind of annoying. Like, this is how I was. I just sound like this. Like, if I was a different complexion, different race, but sounded like this, I would be more accepted. But I'm not. I look Asian too. So they're like, that's not a pure foreigner. I'm like, I'm foreign already. What more do you want? So it was so weird having to go through that as my work and still have to have like a positive attitude towards the students. But I don't know. I just got really tired. I didn't even want to go to work sometimes, and not for the. I just also felt bad for the students because I think like they can do so much better. They can do so much better, and you know, and I wanted to have some schools or training centers at the time. You can. They would forbid using Chinese once you enter the building. You have to speak only English. I was like, oh, how come we don't have that? But I think they reasoned like we're smaller city, so we try to be more lenient. And yeah, look what happened. They had competition, and you know there's so much drama with English training centers back in the day. Oh my gosh, it could be its own series of reality show, but I don't want to be that. I don't want to impose that much, but it could have been. There was just so much drama. It's insane. Sorry, I went off tangent. I wasn't talking about the buy stuff, but yeah, I was just remembering things about my old work. And I still had good memories from my old work. Don't get me wrong. I had like a whole bunch of bad stories, but a whole bunch of good stories as well. But I think at the time, while I was in a good mood, I was also just dealing with like the different work and culture in another country, and it was quite stressful. And I kind of had some clashes with, well, not my coworkers. I think the first few batch of coworkers, but I wasn't really interacting with them. The second batch of coworkers, I liked a lot of them. They were so cool, and they were freaking nice and helping me out when they really did not have to. I wish I made some more stuff for them, but I was just so busy. I didn't have enough time to make like individual art for them. I did like a group drawing for of the of them before I left. But then, yeah, I wish I did more. But I was just so busy. I didn't have enough time, unfortunately. But yeah, I love the students. Most of the students. There were some really don't get me started, but the good students I enjoyed. The bad students, it depends. But yeah, I sometimes miss my old job, but just the work environment and the demand and the stress, I can totally live without. But I if not for that, I wouldn't have met some of my old students, and they were so freaking cool, and they're funny as hell. I love my students. Um and I know like in the media they talk kind of shitty about Asian people. I'm like, we're still talking about that. Can you grow up? We have internet and you're still talking about backward ass stuff. Sorry for the language, but I just get fed up when people talk bad about Asians, especially Chinese, because I lived there for a few years. Not as long as some people, but long enough to know that that's a little bull and it's kind of stupid. Um, of course, I did not have the best experiences, especially like I guess it's reverse racism or something because I'm Asian and I'm not white as a teacher, and they prefer white people. But if I was really not that good of a person, I would let that get to me. But I'm not. I'm like, I still like the people there. They're so freaking cool. And I wish I met most of them when I visited them earlier this summer. But I guess, they all have lives. But I was able to meet at least two or three of them. No, three of them. And, oh, I miss them. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with most of my students. Maybe not all, but a good chunk of them, I'm pretty sure. I hope so. I don't know. Sorry, I'm looking for paint. But yeah, I hear too many stereotypes and backward ass things here still. In 2025, I'm still hearing boring old racist ass things here. It's so boring. Like, can you come up with something new and make it positive? No, it's always the same ass stuff. It drives me up the wall, and I try not to listen to him too much, but it still has a way of worming itself back into like the forefront of my feedbacks of my feed sometimes. It's really irritating. And sometimes I vent to my husband. They're like, just say not interested. Just look away. But it keeps coming back so one way or another. And it's like kind of annoying. Like, y'all got nothing better to do? You always have to come up with the same ass stuff. But then you see what kind of media they show here. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. I was like, can we have something new? Why do we have to just dwell on the old crap, old negative stuff? Like, can we have some nice things? Can we have nice things for once, please? Have you seen the news about the U.S.? Apparently not. Like, oh my god, I'm so tired. Like, why can't we have some good news and have that just on the forefront longer than 2 seconds? Because we scroll so fast. But no. And then the stuff that I hear about Filipinos, you know, it's always the same thing. There's nothing wrong with the same thing, but at the same time, let's learn a bit more. It'd be great. And it'd be nice to not focus so deep into the negative stuff because I hear that so much. Oh my gosh. I don't want to tell you too much about that stuff. You'll find out eventually. Same time though. I'm like, I'm so over it. Like, let's have some good stuff. Shit. Sorry for the cursing. And my husband is having a good time apparently. Okay, so this is what I don't know if this is doing much. It's not really doing much of anything. I need to log out in a few minutes actually because I need to. Oh, I don't have much dishes to wash. Yay. But yeah, let me just add a little bit more light blue and I will call it a night because I need to get to Betty by. Or the Momo will get me. Back to that again. So yeah, that whole thing about buy stuff, I'm not too well versed in that. I'm not really interested, but I'm not gonna talk bad about it because like just because I don't know about it doesn't mean I'm gonna like, oh, ew. No. Excuse me. Nah, don't worry about it. That's good. I'm like, oh, right, I need to talk. I know, right. The Momo will get me. I better go sleep soon. Oh, God. But I wanted to paint more because I don't really paint as much as I used to. Forgive me, Momo. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. You didn't really have to, but I appreciate it. And your ideas and your help with helping me review certain Filipino mythology creatures because I'm always willing to learn, but sometimes my environment and my motivation kind of makes me kind of tired. So it's good to, it's, I appreciate the help and the crazy ideas.
No train, don't hit.
Hey, might as well be. Whew, my throat's a little parched. Wait, do I have? Oh yeah, I have water. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm not sure if this does much of anything, but I just want to add more color, but not too much that I start to quit again. I don't want to be like that. Did I make a boo boo? I think I did. Hmm, it's too thick. It's too thick to drink. And the last thing I need down my throat is something like, let's not think too far, please. Excuse me. Plus, I probably need like some acrylic medium for it to be thinner. That has like the pouring paint consistency. But let's not recommend drinking paint. I don't let's not do that stuff. Obviously, do not drink paint. That's not very good. Obvious reasons of obviousness. I know, right? Like this is not milk. Now, sometimes when I say things seriously and it's a total joke and people it just flies over their heads like, "What? You're serious? Are you really?" Like, "No, I'm just kidding." They're like, "Oh." I don't know. Maybe when I say things as a joke but with a serious face, people take me way more seriously. I don't know, but I try not to do that too much because some people take my word a little bit too literally, and I'm like, "Oh no, no, I don't mean it. I'm sorry, I was joking." They're like, "What? Oh shoot."
Again.
Can you not? Why do you? Why? Why do you? Why? I already told you, and you snuck in here. I knew it, but I was having too much fun.
Because I'm the smartest. You think I could just run away from there?
I'm trying to cram in as much art because afterwards I don't really do much, and so I'm just trying to get as much art done as soon as I can. So, because throughout the week I'm pretty tired, or I'm doing errands, or I'm doing boring family stuff, so I don't really do as much. Like what? Yeah, and I'm also sick. Yeah, it's Momo time. Instead of Miller time, it's Momo time. Oh my gosh. There's an inside joke, but I don't want to talk about it. It involves a friend. But yeah. Okay, almost. I'm just trying to cram in as much time with my paints, and then oh, it's already 12:35 on. Oh shoot, I made a boo boo. Nah, 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 boo boo. Stick your head in doo doo.
Go to sleep now before the Momo gets you.
Yeah, I know. See, you get it. The Momo's gonna get me. I need to go to sleep. All right. Okay, so I did a summary more or less, and it was very lopsided, but I did get some work done. I got this. There's some progress. I even added some blue and the actual Momo. I'm just kidding. It's from Resident Evil for the regenerator of some kind. And look at that lovely smile. Isn't it pretty? It's so cute. And yes, I'm gonna get on out of here. Thank you so much. Sorry if you just dropped in, and I'm sorry I showed up earlier than usual because I have to sleep early to go fishing with my family. Why is it so early? So anyway, thank you for watching, and if you want to watch what's been going on, just watch. I'm gonna leave the live stream on because that's what I do. I don't like video editing. This is my video because the Momo said so. Anyway, thank you. Take care. I appreciate your tuning in and sending me comments or what have you. Thank you so much again. Have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, and a good rest of your weekend. This is Delion getting on out of here. I'll stop waving my hands now. I'm just okay. Take care now. Bye bye.